Ladies and gentlemen, math notebooks out. We have concluded our unit on measurement, which means it's time for a test. Yeah. You guys have a test tomorrow over topic 13. So I am going to go over some information that you need to have written down to study with for tomorrow. All right. On your test tomorrow, there will be that reference sheet that's posted. Use that reference sheet that is posted for your test. That is there to help you. All right, number 1. First off, stop that buzzing. Goodness, that buzzing. All right. If I said capacity, so write down this word in your notebook, capacity. What does that mean, capacity? Ben? Yes, the amount that something can hold. Capacity is the amount something can hold. Okay, so you're going to have the vocab word capacity on there. Everybody should be writing this in your math notebook now. Ricky, write. If I'm converting something from feet to inches, they don't want you to actually work this one out. They want you to tell them what you would do. First off, what kind of computation, Max? You're going to multiply, very nice. And what would you multiply? So this is where you're going to need that reference sheet. How many inches are in a foot? Malia?
12.
Yes, you would multiply by 12. If you are converting from feet to inches, you would multiply by 12. Easy peasy?
Yes.
All right. You are going to have to list customary. And customary also is sometimes referred to as standard. On your test, though, it will use the word customary. You will have to make a list of customary units. Okay? Give me 4 customary units that we used. Raina?
Feet.
We used feet. Good. What's another one? Bradley?
Inches.
We did use inches. 2 more. Brooklyn?
Tons.
Not tons. That's going to be metric. Alyssa?
Gallons.
Gallons. Good. Give me 1 more. I don't think gallons has a period. I'd have to check on that. Sophia?
Cups.
Cups. Very nice. All right. Number 4. If you are converting from ounces to pounds, and I'm using abbreviations, guys, so if you're not familiar with your abbreviations, look those over. Ounces, OZ for ounces, LBS for pounds. If I'm converting from ounces to pounds, just like number 2, we're not actually solving a specific number, but tell me, what kind of computation would that give? Am I going big to small, small to big, Justice? Good, so I would be dividing. We're going from small to big. She said we're dividing. And what would we be dividing by? So you need to know how many ounces are in a pound. Use that reference sheet. What would you be dividing by? Ben?
16.
Very good, sir. 16. 16. Everybody should be writing this in your math notebook. Writing this. All of it. All right, they're going to give you a problem on the test. That's going to show you some comparison numbers and measurements. So number 5, it might have, for example, 5 grams is less than 50 kilograms. 100 milligrams is greater than, I'm reading it like a book, left to right. $30 grams is greater than 300 milligrams. They might have something like this on your test. You have to decide which one is not true. So ladies and gentlemen, which one is not true? You are going to have to go through and solve them, right? To see. Now, can I compare just by looking at numbers? No. Yes, 50 is greater here, but over here, I'm looking at grams. Over here, I'm looking at kilograms. Okay? So I actually need to convert here, right? I need to use my conversion rules and convert. So I would look to see when I convert this, I could convert these to kilograms and then see where it would work out. Right now, I want you to spend some time and solve that.
Mrs. Bush,
Yes.
on the test, would we be allowed to use these things? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I want you to solve number 5. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have converted either your grams to kilograms or the other way, you could convert your kilograms to grams, you should know if this statement is true or false. So as you're working them out, you would either write a true or a false next to it, okay? Only one of these is going to be not true. The one that is not true is the one you would mark on your test then, okay? I am not going to give you this answer. I'd be ready to go for your test though. All right. I'm not sure if it's an actual question or one like that, but I would go ahead and solve it and make sure you know how to do that. Yep.
I already know what it is.
All right, number 6. You're going to have one that looks like 122 feet equals blank yards, blank feet. What does that mean then if I have a statement and it has it in feet and then I'm putting my answer in yards and feet? What does that mean? Interpret that for me, Kara.
It means that the feet are
Yeah, this number here is going to be your remainder, okay? Meaning you're not going to have an even number. When you convert this feet to inches, you're not going to have an even number. When you go feet to yards, when I go feet to yards, am I doing multiplication or division? Everybody?
Division.
I'm doing division here. So that means when I divide here, and who can tell me how many feet are in a yard? Mason?
There is. Oh, I got it. There is how many feet?
How many feet in a yard? Hannah?
3.
3. So we're dividing by 3. That means when you 122 divided by 3, you're not going to get an even number. Okay? You will put your answer here. Your remainder is how many feet you have left over that wouldn't make up a whole yard. All right, very nice. On your own time, I want you to work this out. All right, let's do a story problem. Number 7. Newton High School is building a new football field. Here's my football field. Okay. Football field. FF. Okay. This field must be at least 360 feet long. Okay. The land behind the school that they have to work with to build this field on is 4,344 inches long. Is the land long enough to make the football field? How would you know if that land is going to be big enough? Maverick, what would you have to do here?
I would do 360 times 12.
And why times 12?
Because 12 inches in a foot.
And so that number is going to give you what? It's going to tell you feet. Instead of feet, it's going to have now inches. So you're going to find inches here. So you're converting feet to inches because that would tell you then how big their football field they're going to make is, right? And then you would be able to see, do you have enough land? This is how much land you have. This number, can it be bigger than the amount of land you have? No, this number needs to be the same or smaller, right? Good. Then you're going to have to write a comparison sentence to show how you know the field is or is not long enough. So, for example, a comparison statement would be something like this. 1 foot equals 12 inches. Okay, so it's kind of like you're explaining how many inches are in these. How many feet are in those inches that you would know if it's big enough or too small to make that football field? Okay? Any questions on that one so far? Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to work out that later, I would recommend it.
Yes. I think I know what it is.
It's going to give you a story problem that says how somebody ran a kilometer race. And they're going to ask you how many meters they have left. Okay, it's a kilometer race, and they're going to want to know how many meters they have left. Can you compare those two numbers? You'll have to convert, right? They want to know then, when he was halfway to the finish line, how many meters he had left. So you're going to want half of that number, right? But make sure you convert, and then half that number once you convert. So it's kind of 2 steps there. You have to convert the number and then only take half of that because he already ran half of it. They want to know how much he has left after he ran half. Okay, I know I'm going to have friends who miss it, who they do all that work of converting, they convert it correctly, but they give me the whole race amount. I don't want the whole race amount. I only want half. Okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be pretty good for your test.
It is.
Okay? You're going to have some basic ones where it's just going to give you how many feet are in 890 inches, okay? You're going to have to do some basic converting, okay? Use your charts. You can use any of the charts I gave you or that reference sheet. Either one, I don't mind. Okay? I'm looking at this one story problem. I think we're good. Don't forget, the only thing I want to mention, don't forget to interpret a story problem, okay? So for example, if somebody is talking about juice and they have 26 liters of juice, okay? And they want to pour these juice into cartons and the cartons hold milliliters. Remember, there's not going to be any juice left over. So you might have to remember, bump that number up, okay? When we interpret things, it's kind of like if we're going on a school bus field trip and the bus holds 18 kids, but there's 19 kids in our classroom. Will one bus be enough?
No.
You'll have to get 2 buses, right? Even though it's only going to be for one. We only need one more seat. We only need one more seat. That person can stay on the roof. No, that person cannot stay on the roof. Okay? But even though, ladies and gentlemen, we filled up one bus, but we can't leave anybody behind. So we need to take 2 buses, okay? That is interpreting. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you're excited. That is interpreting that remainder, okay? Not leaving somebody behind, for example, in that one.
One time there was 3 people in a seat, and then the bus driver told someone else was in there. We're like, there's 3 people, we can't fit anybody.
3 people to a seat on a bus? That's a lot of people.
Like, oh, I thought there was only 2.
Yeah.
You should stop.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you need to study for your math test. Part of you studying and helping you review tonight is 2 vocabulary assignments. Okay, 2, they're not long. You'll be okay. All right, they're going to be a good review for you. Any questions for math? All right, guys, go ahead and get started.